Okay, hi everyone, and today we will be talking about Proline's new phones, the XV402, which is a 4-inch device, and the XV502, which is a 5-inch device, specifically talking about the display technology that these phones are using, and also just introducing a different technology which we're starting to see in some products, which is an e-ink. So it just allows everyone to understand the differences across these different display technologies. So most phones today use LCD. LCD is the most common technology across the board. What happens is that the individual pixels effectively have a filter, a color filter, which is driven by the LCD panel, and behind that there's an LED panel which provides the emissive light that then gives you the color display. So obviously in bright sunlight your LCD panels tend to wash out because the LED is fighting against the bright light. So these are ideal in indoor environments and environments where there's not a lot of bright sunlight. Obviously over the years technology has advanced. The LED backlighting has become very bright to a point where they are readable to a degree in sunlight. Now, a technology that's slightly different to traditional LCD, where you have an entire panel that's lit from behind that then is filtered by the LCD, is OLED. So that's organic LED, and typically this is used on some of the high-end products by Samsung and a few other brands. But Proline's been one of the first manufacturers to introduce OLED on a small form factor display. This is only a 4-inch display with OLED. And the difference is that OLED, the individual pixels light up as LED, as organic LEDs, on what they call an active matrix, which is why it's called AMOLED. Now, what makes this different is that you have a far better control over your power consumption. So when something is black, so for example, if I was to go into the camera on this particular phone, and if I was to put my hand over the actual display, that blackness that you're seeing is true black. It is not, there's no backlighting behind that at all, which is what you'd have with a normal LCD panel. So your battery consumption, when you are displaying screens that have a predominantly dark image, it's far lower than an LCD panel where you have pretty much the same power consumption regardless of what's being displayed, obviously controllable by your backlighting. So OLED is definitely a different type of technology. The display is thinner because there's no backlighting in addition to an LCD. You only have the LEDs with individual pixels that light up. So you get very good contrast and brightness and viewing angles compared to some of the phones, especially in the entry-level space where this type of technology just has not been seen before. And just to show you as a comparison, the 4-inch phone, which is the OLED, compared to the 5-inch phone, which itself has got a very good LCD panel. It really is impressive how bright the 4-inch display is. So that's the 402. It's unique in its class. It's the only 4-inch phone on the market that has OLED, and obviously very exciting to see this type of technology coming through in a small affordable phone. To give you an idea, the recommended retail is only $7.99 on this product. Okay, and then just to really put the cat amongst the pigeons, this is something which is really quite exciting. This is a traditional cell phone that's from a visual perspective, you can see it has a normal LCD panel, much like the 502 that we're showing here. So you can see very similar type of technology, LCD. But what's unique about this particular product is that if you turn it over, it has an e-ink display. So that looks like it's just printed. And if you look closely, you can actually see that it looks just like normal printing that's printed on there. But it has a real party trick. If you switch it on, you actually now get a display that is can be changed. And you can define this display as you want. And being e-ink, this is what they call a bistable technology. So when there's no power, this display is still visible. It has no requirement for power to display. So it requires only the reflectivity of the ambient light. So you can read this outdoors like you would a normal piece of paper. And the only time it needs power is when it refreshes. And as you can see, it has to refresh the entire display because that's the type of technology that e-ink is. So this is really exciting. This product is currently not available in South Africa, but it just does show you the type of technology that is available. And as a comparison, you can see the battery life on this particular product. They're talking about a 5-day battery life. You can see there, based on currently a 75% battery life. And these displays are fully configurable, so you can choose exactly what you wanted to display. And obviously the idea is that in a meeting, you could put this down and it will display current information, your notifications. You could have, like what I have here, the exchange rate permanently displayed. So it really does introduce something totally new in this type of technology. So there we have it, just a short introduction to different display technologies, introducing especially the OLED display from Proline on the XV402, and also a short introduction to some alternative technologies such as e-ink. I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you so much.